90% of women over 60 are choosing the wrong glasses and accidentally aging themselves by 10 years without realizing that the right pair can actually make them look younger than their real age. After 60, your glasses matter more than your makeup, jewelry, or even your hairstyle. They're the difference between looking tired and looking radiant. Hi, it's Vernon again. Today, I'll show you 5 specific styles of glasses that instantly make women over 60 look years younger. And more importantly, I'll teach you how to choose the one that brings out your absolute best features. Glasses aren't just for vision anymore. They are one of the most powerful style accessories you'll ever wear. They frame your face every single day, which means they're either working for you or against you. Don't just watch, be part of this journey. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join a circle of women embracing their wisdom, beauty, and strength after 60. So, what's the first pair of glasses that can instantly take years off your look? Let's start with a style that's playful, feminine, and surprisingly powerful: the modern cat-eye frame. 1. Modern cat-eye frames. Now, I'm not talking about those dramatic 1950s cat eyes that look like costume pieces. I'm talking about subtle, modern cat-eye frames with just a gentle upward sweep at the outer corners. Here's why this works so beautifully for women over 60. That slight upward angle naturally lifts your eye area. It creates the optical illusion that your entire face is being lifted upward. It's like having a gentle, invisible facelift that you can put on and take off. The psychology behind this is fascinating. When the outer corners of your frames point slightly upward, it draws attention to your temples and cheekbones, areas that we want to emphasize as we age. It also counteracts any natural drooping that might have occurred around the eye area over the years. Subtle is everything. You want frames that whisper elegance, not scream retro costume. Look for cat-eye frames where the upward sweep is gentle, sophisticated, refined. The goal is to enhance your natural bone structure, not overwhelm it. The best modern cat-eye frames also tend to be slightly thicker at the top and thinner at the bottom, which creates additional lift and makes your eyes appear larger and more awake. This is particularly flattering if you have deep-set eyes or if your eyelids have become more prominent over time. Color matters too with cat eyes. Rich, warm tones like deep burgundy, sophisticated navy, or classic black work beautifully. These colors provide definition without being too harsh against mature skin. Tell me in the comments, have you ever tried cat-eye frames? What was your experience? I'd love to hear whether you found them flattering or if you had concerns about pulling off this classic yet modern look. The beauty of cat-eye frames is that they work with almost every face shape. But they're particularly stunning on women with round or oval faces. They add structure and definition exactly where you want it. But youthfulness isn't only about adding sharpness and definition. Sometimes it's about creating lightness and openness. 2. Rimless or semi-rimless frames. If you want to instantly open up your face and look years younger, consider rimless or semi-rimless frames.
Without those heavy borders weighing down your eyes, your natural beauty steps forward. Your face looks fresher, softer, and more open. I have to share a story with you. My sister, who's 62 this year, had been wearing thick, dark frames for years. She thought they made her look intellectual and sophisticated, but they were also making her look tired and older than her years. One day, she decided to try semi-rimless frames that have a rim across the top but are open at the bottom. The transformation was remarkable. Within one day of wearing her new glasses, 3 different people told her she looked like she'd lost 10 pounds and taken a vacation. She hadn't done either. She just stopped hiding behind heavy frames. The reason rimless and semi-rimless frames are so flattering is that they don't compete with your facial features. Your eyes, your cheekbones, your smile. They all get to be the stars of the show. The frames simply provide the necessary support for your lenses without creating visual weight. This is particularly important as we age, because our faces naturally lose some volume. When we add heavy frames on top of this natural change, we can inadvertently make ourselves look more tired or weighed down than we actually feel. Rimless frames work especially well if you have a strong bone structure that you want to showcase. They're also perfect if you wear a lot of statement jewelry or bold colors in your clothing. The frames won't compete with your other style choices. Semi-rimless frames offer a beautiful compromise. They provide a little more structure and definition than fully rimless frames, but they still create that open, airy feeling around your eyes. They're particularly flattering if you have a longer face, as they don't add extra horizontal lines. Both rimless and semi-rimless frames tend to be lighter in weight, which means they're more comfortable for all-day wear. And comfort, my dear friends, always contributes to how confident and youthful we feel and look. And if rimless frames add lightness and openness, the next style adds something equally powerful: vibrancy and energy.
3. Bold colored frames. Now, let's talk about something that might feel a little scary, but can be absolutely transformative. I know what you might be thinking. Vernon, shouldn't I stick to neutral colors? Won't bright colors make me look like I'm trying too hard? Choose a bold color wisely, and suddenly your skin glows, your eyes sparkle, and your whole presence feels more alive and youthful. The key is choosing colors that complement your skin tone and bring out your natural coloring, rather than fighting against it. We're not talking about neon green or hot pink. We're talking about rich, sophisticated colors that have depth and complexity. If you have warm undertones in your skin, consider frames in deep amber, rich burgundy, warm olive green, or sophisticated gold. These colors will make your skin look warmer and more luminous. If you have cool undertones in your skin, look at frames in deep navy, sophisticated purple, elegant silver, or even a beautiful teal. These colors will make your eyes pop and give your complexion a fresh, bright appearance. When you wear a bold color near your face, it reflects light back onto your skin. This creates a subtle glow that can make you look healthier and more vibrant, which translates to looking younger. Bold colored frames also send a message about your personality. They suggest confidence, creativity, and a woman who isn't afraid to express herself. There's something inherently youthful about that kind of bold self-expression. But here's the important part. The frame shape and fit still matter more than the color. A well-fitting frame in a bold color will always look better than a poorly fitting frame in a safe, neutral color.
Start small if bold colors feel intimidating. Maybe try frames in a deep tortoiseshell with burgundy undertones, or navy frames instead of black. You can always work your way up to more adventurous colors as you become more comfortable. Save this video so you can refer back to these color guidelines when you're shopping for new frames. Having this information handy will help you make choices that truly flatter you rather than just playing it safe. After 60, playing it too safe can actually age you. A little bit of thoughtful boldness can be incredibly rejuvenating. But sometimes the secret isn't about color or style details. It's about proportion and scale.
4. Slightly oversized frames. Few style choices can transform your look as quickly as slightly oversized frames, but only if you wear them the right way. Notice I said slightly, because there's a big difference between elegantly oversized and comically oversized. We want frames that are generous enough to create impact, but proportioned enough to look sophisticated. They create the illusion of larger, more prominent eyes, and larger eyes are universally associated with youthfulness. Think about it. Children have proportionately larger eyes relative to their faces, and that's part of what makes them look so young and fresh. Oversized frames also provide excellent coverage around the eye area. If you're concerned about fine lines, crow's feet, or changes in your eyelid area, well-chosen oversized frames can draw attention to your eyes themselves rather than the skin around them. The frames need to be proportioned correctly for your face. They should be wide enough to extend slightly beyond your cheekbones, but not so wide that they overwhelm your features. The height should complement your face length without making you look like you're hiding behind your glasses. As one stylist beautifully put it, the right frame doesn't hide your age, it highlights your energy. Oversized frames, when chosen correctly, make a statement about confidence and style rather than insecurity about aging. The shape of your oversized frames matters tremendously. If you have a round face, look for oversized frames with some angular elements. If you have a more angular face, consider oversized frames with softer, rounder edges. The goal is always balance and harmony. Color plays a role here too. Oversized frames in lighter colors like tortoiseshell, honey brown, or even translucent colors tend to look more sophisticated and less overwhelming than oversized frames in stark black. One thing I love about slightly oversized frames is how they work with different hairstyles. Whether you wear your hair short and chic or longer and flowing, generous frames create a beautiful frame for your entire look. Share this video with a friend who might be hesitant about trying larger frames. Sometimes we need encouragement to step outside our comfort zone, even when that step could make us look and feel amazing. The key is to try on different sizes and trust your instincts. When you find the right oversized frames, you'll know immediately. You'll look like a more confident, stylish version of yourself. Speaking of timeless style choices that never go out of fashion. 5. Classic tortoiseshell frames. Let me share with you one of the most universally flattering frame choices you can make. Tortoiseshell frames are like the perfect neutral that isn't actually neutral. They have depth, warmth, and complexity that work beautifully with almost every skin tone, hair color, and personal style. They're sophisticated enough for professional settings, but interesting enough to elevate a casual outfit. With tortoiseshell frames, it's like carrying a painter's palette on your face. Earthy browns, glowing ambers, and soft golden hues blending seamlessly to highlight your natural beauty. Unlike solid black frames, which can sometimes be too harsh against mature skin, tortoiseshell provides definition without severity. Unlike clear or very light frames, which sometimes disappear entirely, tortoiseshell gives you presence and sophistication. The beauty of tortoiseshell is in its versatility. Whether your hair is silver, white, blonde, brown, or even if you add color, tortoiseshell frames harmonize beautifully. They work with warm jewelry, like gold, and they also complement cooler metals, like silver. From a psychological perspective, tortoiseshell frames suggest refinement and timeless style. They say you understand quality and elegance without being flashy about it. There's something effortlessly chic about tortoiseshell that translates to looking polished and put together. Modern tortoiseshell frames come in many variations. Classic brown tortoiseshell is always beautiful, but you can also find versions with more honey tones, deeper burgundy notes, or even subtle gray undertones. The key is choosing a tortoiseshell pattern that complements your personal coloring. Shape-wise, tortoiseshell works in almost any frame style, from cat eyes to oversized rounds to classic rectangles. The pattern itself provides such visual interest that the frame shape can be relatively simple and still look sophisticated. One practical advantage, tortoiseshell frames tend to hide smudges and wear better than solid-colored frames. They're forgiving in a way that makes them perfect for everyday wear. If you're unsure about trying bold colors or dramatic shapes, tortoiseshell is a safe but stylish choice that will never look dated or inappropriate. It's classic enough to wear for years, but interesting enough to keep you looking current and engaged with style. These frames are truly an investment in looking polished and confident every single day. Watching this far, you've learned that glasses are more than accessories. They're a powerful way to frame your wisdom, your energy, and the beauty you carry into every stage of life. A simple change of glasses can change how the world sees you, and, more importantly, how you see yourself. At 60 and beyond, your style should lift you up, not weigh you down. Every morning, when you put on your glasses, you're making a choice about how you want to present yourself to the world. Choose frames that make you feel confident, vibrant, and authentically yourself. Stylists remind us that glasses frame your vision, and they also frame the way others see your spirit, your energy, your presence in the world. The right pair of glasses isn't just about seeing clearly, it's about being seen clearly as the beautiful, confident, stylish woman you are. Which of these 5 glasses styles speaks to you most? Which one will you try first? Comment below. Your choice might inspire another woman to see herself in a completely new light. I've shared many videos about becoming more elegant after 60, and they're all here on this channel. Hit like, subscribe, and explore. You'll discover a library of wisdom designed just for you. I'm Vernon. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.